SA Express employees are owed millions of rands in outstanding claims. That's prior to the liquidation process. This has emerged during a briefing on the future of the airline. SA Express has been in provisional liquidation since April 2020. Heidi Giokos following this story for us. She joins us now live. So Heidi, let's start with the current situation at SA Express right now. It's been in provisional liquidation for months.
Yes, indeed, Shahan. So basically what happened was the airline was put into business rescue in February of last year. And when the business rescue practitioners did not receive any post-commencement funding, they then decided to file an urgent application to have the airline placed into liquidation. Of course, if the airline moves into final liquidation, this will mean it will lose its licenses and permits, which is the most important asset that the airline currently has. So the airline has been in provisional liquidation since April last year, and we do know that the Pretoria High Court has been giving extensions to the provisional liquidators to avoid a final liquidation. Now, the reason for that is because a preferred bidder has been appointed, Fly Sachs, and the provisional liquidators are in the process of working through selling off the assets. And the key question here is which assets? We're hearing in this portfolio committee that the airline only had 6 aircraft, and the state and condition that those aircraft were found in was quite shocking. They have managed to sell 4 of those aircraft to the value of about 1.18 million rand. And the provisional liquidators saying some of them were even found without engines and in a complete state. So the portfolio committee hearing about some of the shocking things happening throughout the briefing and what's been going on at SA Express. But for now, the airline remains in provisional liquidation, and the court has extended it for another 3 months until the end of April.
So what happens next? What update was given to the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee?
So the briefing is still ongoing, but we do know that the Minister of Public Enterprises, together with his deputy and the DG, are not present in that meeting because they have other obligations and commitments. But we do know that the acting DDG is in the meeting and providing an update with regards to what happens specifically with workers. We know that workers have not been paid since February last year. Their contracts were suspended when the airline moved into provisional liquidation. But basically the committee is asking, how did another carrier, another SOE reach this point where it's in provisional liquidation, and the big risk is that it moves into final liquidation. But we do know there's an ongoing inquiry. We know that there has been a commissioner that's been appointed, and there is investigations with regards to possibly reckless funds being used recklessly, and who should be held liable. Should it be the directors? Should it be the CEO at the time? So those are some of the questions that are being raised, but for now, workers have to just stay put because the airline remains in provisional liquidation.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Heidi Giokos following that story for us.